I'm not just a ghost, a voice.
It's so weird editing those videos because it's just, yeah, like your voice is coming out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah, in case you're wondering, we're happy to have Drayden back. He has arrived in Alberta, safe and soundly. And maybe if anyone had seen the photo, we had actually gathered and reunited as a podcast since the inception of this podcast.
Yeah, it was a good time. Went out for a nice shawarma.
Mm-hmm.
Went for a nice walk. Didn't get to see any movies on 70 millimeter, but save that for another time.
You can thank the Masters of the Universe or in The Mandalorian for that. So,
Yeah.
nothing too iconic.
Yeah. May I just say, with Masters of the Universe, I don't know what they were thinking. In what world is a He-Man movie, a superhero from the 80s, all of a sudden going to make $200 million plus? Because the budget was $200 million, that's what I've learned. And frankly, it doesn't look that good from the trailers, let alone... Like, it's not going to be the best looking movie. The CGI probably has some issues. And yet, it cost that much, and they expected a great return on it.
Is this MGM Studios too, like Prime? I think it might be, because that'd be funny if they kind of did the same thing with like a Project Hail Mary and expected like the same outcome as that.
Project Hail Mary, who could have predicted that Project Hail Mary would be as successful as it is? Because I didn't. I actually thought it was going to flop because I did not know much about it. The last time Ryan Gosling did a big movie sort of was The Fall Guy, if that makes sense. And I don't think that movie did particularly well. So I just thought there was maybe a bit of fatigue for Ryan Gosling, stuff like that. But turns out many people were interested, and 70 millimeter did help. But in general, it was just a big hit. And I think word of mouth has really shown itself in this year's like successes.
Definitely.
Where Obsession is the exact same way. Where I've actually saw a crazy stat that it like finally lowered for the first time from the previous week, but it only lowered by 7%. Most movies lower by 70% by their second weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, if you can believe it was actually set to release on VOD in June, but Universal pulled that because why would they release it to streaming or to rent on your TV when it's outperforming everything in the box office and theaters?
Mm-hmm. By the way, it is MGM.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Come on now.
They're going to completely lose all the money they made with Project Hail Mary.
I mean, I have to look at their other releases too. Because Warner Bros. Was the one that had amazing success last year. I think they'll continue to do that. Bar the merger or whatever, where I've obviously lost track of exactly what's going on with that. But yeah, a budget of 170 to 200 million. So far, this opening weekend internationally made back 56. So it would literally need to have 4 weekends in a row. And I can guarantee you it'll probably drop by at least 50% from what it made this weekend.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going out to see that movie unless they were fans of He-Man growing up.
Yeah, and I think that's great. Yeah. I don't see where they think this movie, this much money, and we'll see that come back. I don't see where the numbers came from to justify it. That's what comes to my mind. Whether it's a good movie or not, which it has a 7.1 on IMDb. I don't know if that's just He-Man fanboys or it's genuinely an enjoyable watch.
How old do you think you'd have to be right now to be like a fan of He-Man growing up? Like 50s, 60s, or?
Yeah, like my dad is a fan and he's 57 or something like that. So yeah, barring that territory, and then if they were younger kids, they're in their 40s. But there you go. Like, you're relying on that generation to come out to the theaters when at this point it's just fact that Gen Z is now the one that runs the movie theaters. It's based on how many Gen Z kids will go out to see this movie, how well a movie will do at this point. That should always be the case, though. No, like 20-something-year-olds, 30-year-olds, teenagers. Like, isn't that the goal?
Yeah, I mean, I've had that experience just going to see Obsession and Backrooms opening weekends. Both times, theaters just packed full of teenagers, Gen Z. So hearing that stat that Gen Z is driving box office sales, I see that with my own eyes. And I can attest to that, which is awesome to see. You know, everyone just going out on a Friday night, like, yo, let's link up at the theater and watch Backrooms, you know? Someone who's only maybe a couple years older than them making this feature film and breaking records. So pretty cool to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been super impressed. And I mean, I also say that if Indy Navarrete does like jump on the huge like hype train that she has right now, let's see how much she can make a career out of this movie.
Well, I was watching a video of her, and she says that next she's going to try action. Like, she wants to stay with horror as her main, I guess, career, but she wants to try action next. So I'd be curious to see how that would go. Action and romance, like a real romance, because I don't think you can consider Obsession a romance.
You don't think so? That's not a real romance?
Yeah, it's like a romance with yourself.
No, we're joking, of course. It's funny. I've seen tweets about like how like Bear. What was it? Okay. Well, let me think on like a few I've seen. I saw one that there was a theory that saying that, hey, like maybe Nikki could go and purchase a One Wish Willow and she can make Bear come back. And then the reply tweet was like, why on earth would she want Bear to come back? Because that's the real horror, of course, that we've talked about that. Nikki changed, but Bear didn't. Bear was actually a scary individual from the get-go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's super fun. But I'm just saying, I've seen a lot of people. She did a Jimmy Kimmel interview, and so she had this like reel where she does the no thing, and like everyone commenting on it, just like, yo, she's so hot, man. I need her in my life. I need her. To,
Oh
like,
my gosh.
Yeah. All you could think of. I know her farts smell good. All those types of weird comments. Right?
I mean, she plays and streams COD. She drives stick. She can act. She's the whole package.
I was watching this other video of her, and someone asked her, like, who's your celebrity crush? And she was like, well, the fake answer I give is Channing Tatum. And the real answer is Optimus Prime. And the guy that was watching it was like, oh.
Well, what does that even mean? Like, how would one say they're that attracted to... though I did see when she played video games on Twitch, or whatever she streamed on, she was playing The Last of Us, and she really loved Joel. So if you've seen this TV show, Pedro Pascal's character, if you played the video game, you know exactly who it is. And yeah, so I get that she's into grizzly, manly men. And Optimus Prime is the ultimate sort of like alpha human, like robot thing, right? So she's just attracted to those types.
His voice.
Autobots.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Well, wasn't it Liam Neeson?
No.
That would be crazy.
Can't you see Optimus Prime with Liam Neeson's voice?
I don't know who you are, but I can tell you that I have a very particular set of skills. I will find you.
I would say they're pretty comparable, to be honest.
That's what I was saying. I thought it was him. I know it's not, but you know,
Yeah.
you could argue that they sound alike. Yeah, Transformers is awesome. If I were to get into, unless someone has something they want to bring up first.
The only thing I have to talk about is more so just box office kind of. I think just more so discourse leading up to Disclosure Day. But
okay.
yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So it's just so interesting to me, kind of how marketing works for films, because you have something like The Odyssey that is selling out tickets a year in advance, and then a month out it's like boom, like wide release tickets sold out within like minutes. And then you have this Spielberg film coming out this weekend, and like no one's buying tickets for these shows at all. And I don't know why no one's talking about this movie. And I'm seeing like a lot of good reactions, but also a lot of ones that are like, yeah, like I don't think everyone's gonna like this movie, but like I still enjoyed it, kind of thing. And so it's just interesting, someone like Steven Spielberg coming out with this, you know, blockbuster summer movie, and it's not selling seats at all.
Yeah, I mean, like what studio is it?
Universal.
I really don't know. Universal, and they also do the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I guess you just argue that they've put this movie to the side, and it does come down to how much hype and money you can make from it, right? So the Odyssey will be their big cash cow. Do they also have Dune? No.
No, that's Warner Brothers.
Okay. So this is their big cash cow for the year. They're like, we can rely on this movie making us the most money. And so they're putting all their eggs into this basket, and to the point where if the hype wasn't even close to similar, they weren't going to invest that much into this movie. And that's how it feels. I mean, it's been very quiet. Like, there's almost no hype about it, because realistically, besides them releasing trailers, I haven't seen all that much sort of marketing going on whatsoever.
Well, would you say, like what other forms of marketing have you experienced for the Odyssey? Like, I'm obviously not on social media very often, but have you seen a lot on social media? Because I've seen more Disclosure Day trailers than I have the Odyssey.
That's interesting.
But that could also be because of the films I'm seeing. I don't know.
I've realistically only seen like talk about it via the trailers. The Odyssey has been nonstop, at least promoting these early showtimes, or at least like getting people to purchase tickets early on. That's a form of like marketing or advertising, because they're already advertising to get locked into this big event. You're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
and
blah, blah.
they're getting like all the star actors saying like, buy your tickets now, experience it in 7-reel format. You know, the Odyssey, it's got its own Instagram page, it's got its own website. People are talking about how cool it is because on the website you can see the shots in all the different formats. And I saw this video with Tom Holland and Letterboxd, and they're doing this special Easter egg with the Odyssey. When you log your movie, you can specifically log, and you know, he's saying like bragging rights out of each format you've seen it in. So it's almost kind of like a stamp card that you're stamping. Every time you see the movie, you can record which format you saw it in, and it'll show up on your profile.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So they're literally like changing up the Letterboxd platform.
Yeah.
For this film.
And I don't know if you've been on Letterboxd this week, but I went on Letterboxd the other day, and it was right there on my homepage, a promoted ad, The Odyssey. Like, I don't know if you guys have you guys been on Letterboxd recently? Notice that?
No. Well, I've been on Letterboxd, but I haven't noticed that.
Yeah, it was like first thing on my homepage, big thing, The Odyssey promotion, buy tickets now.
I mean, so they both have Instagram pages. I just like quick looked at. The Disclosure Day movie has 28,000 followers. You want to guess how much the Odyssey movie has?
6 million.
Okay, no, it's not that much. But it is 129, so literally 100,000 more people follow the Odyssey movie than Disclosure Day. And I wouldn't, you know what, it is, I would have to say it's just come down to these early showings, and I think they've relied a lot on Christopher Nolan hype, and I feel like Steven Spielberg just doesn't have that around him, which is crazy because, you know, warranting his films warrant him having a bigger sort of release, but I don't think people feel the same way anymore. So Christopher Nolan is a shoo-in. he is gonna like deliver. So most people are just so interested in that, and as well as people loved the Dune movies, and they totally have 100% faith that Dune Part 3 is going to be an amazing watch. So these movies have just like the hype on their own that I think Disclosure Day, you're going to have to try and convince people to be into it. And I think that's partly down to like, what was Steven Spielberg's last film? The Indiana Jones, the one?
Oh gosh, that one was. I actually didn't see that.
No, I don't think he directed that.
No? I think he just produced it?
So
The
his
Dial
most
of
recent
Destiny?
movie.
Okay,
Jurassic
so
World Rebirth.
That was his last movie?
it's
I
saying
guess so.
what? Letterbox is saying The Fablemans. I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I
It
got
was
you.
directed by James Mangold. And that's the director of A Complete Unknown, I believe.
The Fablemans. I've never actually heard of that.
2022.
yeah.
Looks like it's got Paul
Oscar-nominated
Dano.
movie. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. I
Yeah.
do have this on
Seth
my list,
Rogen.
actually.
Yep.
Yeah. It is interesting, though, because I think that Steven Spielberg actually brings in the most cash flow of all
Well,
directors.
People say he invented the genre of blockbusters.
Because, yeah, I guess he started, with Indiana Jones or...
Yeah, Indiana Jones
Well,
was huge.
Close Encounters and Jaws were before that.
Right.
Yes.
But yes, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
E.T.,
yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Schindler's List. I'm actually noticing something here. He typically has a movie that's totally not sci-fi related in between his sci-fi movies. Like he gives himself a break. Because you have, Minority Report, then Catch Me If You Can, then The Terminal, The War of the Worlds, then Munich, then Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And then he kind of went, if we look at his last few movies, I actually love the West Side Story movie he did. The Post, I don't know much about. I think it was like an Oscar-nominated one. The BFG is kind of like, he kind of leaned into like more of a 2012, 2013, like Bridge of Spies,
2.8.
Lincoln. Yeah, these are all like almost war-related. War Horse as well. So I would say his filmography leading up to this movie, he'd kind of gone away from the blockbusters.
Yeah.
And so, I guess just getting back to my point, Nolan and Denis Villeneuve, probably Paul Thomas Anderson in the future, whatever he does next, which I don't think he cares to have a huge success, but nonetheless, I think people will just be interested in what he does next with the One Battle After Another success. They have all the hype going for them, while Spielberg is almost having to like claw his way into this, going, hey, my movie is going to be huge, and trying to convince people rather than them themselves already having that in their heads.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to, like, would you say maybe we'll have to watch Disclosure Day and decide for ourselves, but would you say that Spielberg's almost, I don't want to say past his prime, because as artists you change and, and adapt and, see things differently. But yeah, it seems like Christopher Nolan, Denis Villeneuve, these are guys, they're kind of hot and they're in their prime. And like Spielberg, I mean, what was his first movie? 1968? He's getting up there.
It's 1964, but it's kind of like I guess you'd say his first, what's this duel movie? 1971. Road action thriller. I don't know. But he got his big break after the Sugarland Express, which is another one I don't know much about. Then he got into making Jaws, Close Encounters. And then, he has... You would be right in saying that his 80s... his 80s run is amazing, actually.
Yeah. Generational run.
And at that point, he was 1946... So he would have been close to 40. I mean, not peaked, but at a young age, he was doing fantastic. The 90s as well as
I would say the
good.
90s even too, 80s and 90s, like
yeah,
top tier movies.
Mm-hmm. But I think we can establish that, yeah, I mean, if your last few, you have the BFG Ready Player One, which has very mixed opinions from what I understand. The West Side Story movie, I think, is great, but unfortunately the whole Ansel Elgort controversy got in the way of it, so it wasn't a success. And it was also COVID time. The Fablemans did well, though. I
Still
would like to
better
watch
than
that one.
anything Scorsese has made in this century, though, right?
What do you mean? Like, are you joking?
Yeah, I'm quoting Tarantino.
Oh yeah, yeah. Scorsese's I guess Spielberg and Scorsese, Ridley Scott, Clint Eastwood. These are like the old men now.
Yeah, hey, have you guys been seeing? I've been getting some trailer ads for a new Ridley Scott movie. It's got Jacob Elordi and like Josh Brolin and Margaret Qualley, and it just doesn't look. I don't know. It just feels like it's gonna be slop. To be honest, I don't know. It doesn't. Honestly, I don't know if it's just because it's Jacob Elordi's in it and Margaret Qualley, because I feel like they need new agents. Maybe, I don't know.
Do you know like the general plot of the film, or
No.
was it just that boring of a trailer?
I got it here. First of all, it's a weird title. It's called The Dog Stars. Is this based on a book? Yeah, it is based on a novel. So it's called The Dog Stars, and does it have the premise? Set after a devastating flu pandemic that has almost eradicated humanity, the film centers on Hig, a former civilian pilot, and Bang Lee, a hard-earned ex-Marine, as they confront outside threats and hold on to the possibility of a better life beyond where they currently live.
Boring.
Yeah, reading that, I'm not like, dang, I need to see that. And you're probably right. It won't do that well. I mean, August 28th is when it comes out, so it still has a bit of time to build up hype. But there you go. I mean, I've seen more about that movie than I have Disclosure Day. At least on my feed.
Yeah, well, just even more so today, it's like I'm just getting all the Disclosure, interviews, media, promotions, and all that. So it just seems like the week of just seems a little. I mean, I guess usually that happens when it comes out too, people talking about it. But I know a lot of the sort of people I follow on social media that cover film. Lots of them did get early screenings, but they had embargoes, and so they actually couldn't say anything until today at 5. And so they were kind of just talking about how they felt and how they reacted, and then today is kind of more so their in-depth reviews of it. So it's been pretty mixed, but more so leaning towards really good, I guess.
Yeah, I've seen amazing, actually. Like, people really love it.
Yeah, like super yeah, people just tears, like emotion, like I don't know. Tears? I don't even know what to expect. Dang. Yeah, that's what I've seen.
Some
too, like
touching. I mean, we'll talk about it, but his movies that deal with this sort of thing technically have a sort of touching part about humanity and stuff like that. So that wouldn't surprise me if it is actually emotional. I want Josh O'Connor to succeed as well. Yeah,
we love Josh O'Connor.
Yeah, and am I wrong? Is Coleman Domingo not in this movie as well?
He is in this movie. Yeah,
man, he's on.
Colin Firth.
Yeah, well, I'll just say Coleman Domingo has been kind of on fire this year.
Yeah. What else has he been in other than Euphoria?
He was in the Michael Jackson movie. He played Michael Jackson's dad.
Yeah.
Which some people do say that is probably one of his worst performances, apparently. I don't really believe that, honestly. Actually, I'll bring it. Funny enough, I found a TikTok on my feed where it's literally the whole Michael Jackson movie in like 1.5 speed or like double speed. So I watched probably like the first 20 minutes of the Michael movie in 10 minutes because it was going that fast. Beauty of the internet. Let's see if I can still find it. Yeah. I'll zoom it forward. But yeah, you can see the whole Michael movie in double speed. Actually, I just realized that is Coleman Domingo talking.
What?
Yeah, that's Coleman Domingo.
You wouldn't go see that in IMAX?
The Michael movie? Not when it's on digital already.
What studio did that? Wasn't
It's probably
Disney, was
Universal,
it?
I think.
Universal, yeah.
Yeah, they got to leave some money for other people, man. Michael Jackson movie almost at $1 billion, so
Really?
wouldn't surprise me if it actually maybe just crosses it.
Like making $1 million.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, $1 billion.
Seriously?
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, the Michael movie is like at 800 something, I think.
Wow.
Jeez.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I knew it would do that good, but already that's pretty quick.
Yeah, 889 million. Just, I mean,
Damn.
the biggest artist in the world. So, not too surprising. My bad. Pulled my
So
hair.
Drayden's been traveling for a while now, and he's going to be for a bit. Are you excited to be able to settle down and go to the movie theaters and watch some movies in the theaters?
Like while I'm here for the 2
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if the film I'm most excited to watch in theaters is probably Backrooms. I don't know if there's anything that comes out in the next 2 weeks that I'm like eager to go see.
Fair enough. I mean, Disclosure Day comes out this weekend.
Yeah, I don't really care for
Oh, shoot. Wait, why don't you care? Is it just like you don't like alien movies or what?
Yeah, I wouldn't say like science fiction is my favorite genre.
You're right.
And it's
I remember you
also
saying
like
that.
yeah, it's also like a huge blockbuster, which like I'll go see them if I like hear from people that they're really good, but for the most part, I'll just usually stay away. But Steven Spielberg, I don't know. I also haven't seen like all the films that I've seen of his that I do enjoy are like before 1990, basically.
Yeah. I mean, mind you, like he does have many that I would like to see. There's Munich, which I've heard many great things about for many years that I have not had a chance to watch. I'm trying to go all the way back to his filmography here. I looked up Martin Scorsese, I looked up Ridley Scott, I looked up all these directors while we were chatting here. And then, I mean, Saving Private Ryan is from 1998.
Yeah, that one's good.
That was, yeah. Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio. No?
No, I think I told you this, but Leonardo DiCaprio's like he's one guy that I just hate.
Yeah, you're not gonna watch.
Yeah.
There's the War of the Worlds movie. You see that one with Tom Cruise?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about the Ice Cube one.
Steven Spielberg directed Ice Cube. Yeah. On Zoom call. Yeah. No, it's actually a Tom Cruise. I don't explain it, but if you watch it, you'll be like, yeah, this was a blockbuster from the mid 2000s. Like that's exactly how it feels when you watch it.
Right.
Yeah, I would say those are probably the best. And I would recommend the West Side Story movie.
I do want to see that one.
Yeah.
I'm not like huge into musicals, but based on your review, I think I'll give it a go.
If you enjoy sort of the choreographic, it's not even a word, the choreography, music sort of aspect of La La Land, I'm sure you'll enjoy West Side Story.
All right.
Yeah, because I actually bring this up. I'm not a fan of The Greatest Showman, and a lot of people bring that up as like a musical benchmark. So it's not like that. It's more of a classical musical, which I enjoy more.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Disclosure Day, it just seems like it'll be exactly like A Quiet Place mixed with Arrival.
We'll have to see. I mean, sort of the color, certainly the color tone of like, I don't explain it, but it does feel a bit Arrival-ish, which is fine. I mean, we'll give credit to Spielberg still for being like one of the main pushers of science fiction. Speaking of which, I mean, Ridley Scott as well is up there when it comes to that. So we've mentioned like two older guys that are sort of beyond it now. And if they're trying to be modern, then yeah, I guess you would look at films like Denis Villeneuve has done and try and emulate that. And there's a reason Denis Villeneuve also did the Blade Runner 2049 movie. Like that's his lane. Yeah, so it wouldn't surprise me. But again, I've actually seen that the reviews are very astounding. So I would like to go see it, possibly. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I would compare it to those two movies, actually. From what I've gathered from it anyways. I know it's Steven Spielberg. He talks about how he either does movies from the past or in the future. He says this is actually his first movie that he does in the present time. And it's really important to him because, you know, he clearly has certain point of views on extraterrestrial life and encounters on this earth and information the government has. And so, you know, I don't know, I have some coworkers that are super into like all that stuff, anything to do with aliens and all that info on subreddits and whatnot. And so he's telling me that, you know, this movie is based off some pretty legit information released from the government. So we'll see, like, who's to say what's real, what's not. But I'm just curious to see kind of the point of view and see how it all plays out.
I think we'll see how it works out. I mean, the screening you're going to, Josh, is packed, but it's because of the like featurette that's at the beginning.
Yeah, so I'm going to a Q&A screening for this movie Disclosure Day, and I actually did get an ad that they will be handing out posters, so that should be cool. Actually,
and Steven Spielberg's going to be there.
Steven Spielberg's going to be there in the flesh. No, he won't be there. Actually, I called and they said it's just going to be pre-recorded. But
they need to specify that, by the way, when they make a title like that.
Yeah, when they say live Q&A with Steven Spielberg and Emily Blunt, like, what do you think people are going to think? Exactly. Because it says live, so I asked, I said, so is it going to be like live streamed? And they go, no, it's actually pre-recorded. I'm like, oh, okay.
False advertising.
Yeah,
seriously. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Well, it doesn't make sense because you click on that poster that says live Q&A, and it's for the IMAX format. So it's only showing like 3 locations in Toronto. It's like Vaughan, Markham, and like Varsity or whatever. And so you kind of put it together like, okay, like obviously you can't be in these 3 places at once, you know?
Right.
Yeah. But, you know, again, the title of it, it should say featuring a pre-recorded Q&A. Like, it is special, but it's not what you're advertising it.
Exactly.
It seemed to be.
Yeah, there should be some.
Because it's also not live, is it, if it's pre-recorded?
Yeah, exactly. Why, yeah. We should sue Cineplex for that.
Bastards.
Get a free month of free popcorn or something.
Yeah, payback for the time they didn't give you the second bag right away, Josh.
I think that was just one of like a specific worker, because I've had other coworkers at the Cineplex here in Newmarket, and they've all been super chill with that kind of stuff. So I think I just got unlucky that one time, unfortunately.
You had the real snitch on the job.
Yeah, sometimes you get a manager or someone who's just real, he cares about their job too much, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if they want to enforce them, if Cineplex says they enforce that rule heavily, then so be it. But like, I don't know, didn't seem that big of a deal. Minus what the comments were saying on that one reel when it did happen. But I think it was just the wording. That was all. Great. But yeah, we'll see how that movie turns out. Something that's turning people sort of away from it is that Netflix is releasing the Scooby-Doo series. And I get maybe if what people are saying is true, but this is what Scooby-Doo is going to look like in the Netflix series.
That's so cute.
Is this a live action?
I guess so, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. So here's what I'd say, right? Like, when you have a certain look to a character, it's really hard, and it's such an iconic character, it's really hard to turn away from it. And so James Gunn and his movie in the 2000s, he was able to kind of still emulate the cartoon. You know, Shaggy still has that long hair, and Matthew Lillard is giving the full accent. He has the green shirt and the brown pants. And you have Scooby-Doo looking like Scooby-Doo. Like this.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it. Like, what does Scooby-Doo look like?
Yeah, it looks like Scooby-Doo. Wait, James Gunn directed those?
Yes.
No
Pretty
way.
sure.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, actually, before I forget, me and Josh, after we met with you, Drayden, we went to the mall with our wives, and we were in Lululemon, and there was this shirt that was like just long sleeve, a little bit on the top, and then long sleeve. So it's literally just like if you're naked, you're just showing everything, and you just have clothing on the top part. So of course, yeah, you would put something underneath. But anyways, I made the joke that it looked like Spider from School of Rock. You know what I'm talking about? In the final show. You didn't? No?
I actually don't think I've seen that.
You've never seen School of Rock?
Oh, School of Rock. Okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about Camp Rock.
No.
It's been a while since I've seen School of Rock.
Do you remember that guitarist?
Yeah, look up Spider.
Spider School of Rock.
It should show up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
That's
it looks
awesome.
like that. It's just it wasn't leather. It was like a Lululemon thing. I come across a TikTok where someone explained how he is now a district attorney in a county in Texas. That actor.
Oh, wow.
It was just a phase.
He was into acting at one point. I guess he decided to turn to. I mean, he's making probably a good amount of money as a district attorney, mind you. So probably is the better career move. But yeah, his iconic scene where he's just like rolling his body, and now he's a district attorney. That's hilarious. That's just out there. But anyway, yeah, back to the 2000s and James Gunn. Well, I was just saying, like, there's iconic looks to characters, and so if you're gonna throw this out there and expect people to be able to sit down and be like, yes, I'm watching Scooby-Doo, I'm excited, I just think you lost them essentially.
Do you think it'll like the baby Scooby-Doo will like evolve though? Do you think it'll grow into like a regular Scooby-Doo size?
I'm sure, but I mean the color of it already is giving that it won't ever be the same.
Right. Because I'm curious if it'll show like the origin story of Scooby-Doo and how he learned how to talk and whatever.
Well, that's the other thing. Is this dog supposed to talk? Like what is right? Like he's supposed to speak like that.
Yeah.
Instead he's this cute pup, which is cool, but I mean you're relying heavily on Velma and like all these characters. And so if they're not giving on the voices and stuff, I feel like people are going to lose interest in this Netflix series pretty fast.
Do you think you guys are going to watch it?
I mean, I'm a big Scooby-Doo fan. I loved Scooby-Doo as a kid. Big part of my childhood. Watching the cartoons Saturday morning. The 2D cartoon, obviously. So those James Gunn movies I also loved. But the new animation styles for the Scooby, because there's on YTV or any sort of updated cartoon show, they still show Scooby-Doo shows, but they're different animations, and I don't love it. It's just not the same. But yeah, a Netflix show live action, I'll give it a shot. I think I will tune into it, see how it is. I'm not gonna have any sort of expectations going into it, but yeah, I'll check it out.
I think it'll be the same for me, just because Michaela and I watch the live action Scooby-Doos every Halloween, so I feel like we just got to do it.
Okay, which one's your favorite, Spooky Island or Monsters Unleashed?
I think the first one.
Monsters Unleashed?
Oh no, sorry, the island one.
Spooky
I think
Island?
the island one is the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think the island one is the first one. I mean, just looking at it, who the people are, the showrunners, I don't know who's directing it based on what the information on Wikipedia is giving me. But the showrunners, one of them was involved most recently with the Jumanji movies, with Jack Black and Kevin Hart, The Rock. Kangaroo. He wrote for Kangaroo Jack back in 2003.
Oh, it's classic.
He was a writer on Con Air actually in 1997. So
Nice.
he has some history. And then the other guy, his name's Josh Applebaum, and he most recently, in terms of TV, was involved with Citadel, which is one on Prime. He's also an executive producer on From, which is that Paramount Plus TV show, I think, or is that Prime? I think it's Paramount Plus.
Yeah, it's Paramount Plus.
Yeah, he was an executive producer on Cowboy Bebop.
The show?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then in terms of movies, he was a writer on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ones, the live action.
Ooh, nice.
He was a writer and co-producer on Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, which is a fun one. And then, yeah, nothing too of note, to be honest, after that. But definitely successful people. I was just wondering if it was the same people as Wednesday, because if it's that, then I'm not interested.
You didn't like Wednesday?
You didn't like Wednesday?
No. I turned it off after like 5 minutes. I'm like, this is not. And that comes from, it comes from, again, the Addams Family and the vibe they have. Like, I have this idea already of what the Addams Family is based on those 90s movies. And they're so beloved, mind you. And so seeing what it was in the first like 10 minutes of the TV show, I was like, well, I just don't have any interest in this. This is not at all the same vibe, as well as like the whole point of like Wednesday. Like, Wednesday was never a main character in the other movies. I don't think. Like, the movie relies very much on all of the ensemble cast delivering. And so, no, it wasn't for me, for sure.
But like that's the whole point of spin-offs, right? Is it's not
But it doesn't
just because
compare.
the main movie is, the whole ensemble, or you're getting this vibe, maybe they're not trying to capture that vibe, or
Well, that's fine, but I'm not interested. Like, just because it's a spinoff doesn't mean I'm gonna appreciate it, Like, so I'm just saying that it wasn't for me at all, and I don't have anything against it in the end. Like, it exists. I think Jenna Ortega's probably tired of it.
Is she doing a third season, or did she stop at the second?
I think they are.
Because I actually haven't finished the second season, if I'm being honest.
either
I was a
vibe.
really big fan of the first one. Did
Yeah,
you just lose interest?
I never even started, actually.
You guys are coming at me for
No, well, I just never got around to watching the second season, but I loved the first season.
Yeah.
It was
I
great.
don't know then, guys. I mean, as much as you say you love it, if you didn't want to watch the second season, sounds kind of like...
No. I remember it came out last October, and I remember thinking, okay, it's just, they were posting the weekly episodes. I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to wait till they post all of them so I can watch them all. Actually came up before October, but I remember thinking, I want to wait till it's like October Halloween vibes to watch this.
Right.
And just never got around to it, I guess. But no, I had every intention in watching it. I just never did.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Because the first season came out November 2022, so it actually took less than 3 years, but still like a pretty good gap to make the second season, which was released then in 2025, and it was renewed for a third season in July of 2025. So as for when a third season will come out, based on this history, it'll probably be like a Euphoria thing where it comes out in like 2029 at that point.
I'm curious to see like what the third season will be like, because the first season was like it was pretty light. Like I think like a younger child could watch it, but the second season got pretty dark. So I'm curious if they'll just keep going down that road, making it darker.
Yeah, probably for the best. I mean, I don't know. I got the feeling that it was just like not to say it needs to be adult, but I just thought I wasn't going to be that into it. And it is appealing to children and teens. So if you're saying the second season's darker, the third season gets darker, I mean, maybe they caught like a new wind, but I don't know. I just haven't seen it. But yeah, but in the end, I was just saying that there's a certain feel to certain Netflix shows, and if Scooby-Doo has that feeling that I can't describe, I just won't probably be all that interested. And I have too many shows on the go still already.
Love Island, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. What else we got?
all the important shows.
All the good ones.
No. Mind you, I'm missing a very seems to be going to be an intense episode of Love Island today. So.
Is this Love Island USA or is this a different?
It is USA.
One?
The UK one comes out on, I don't even know how to pronounce the streaming service. Hey You. You heard of that one, Josh?
No.
Yeah, it's like HAYU. It's available through, you can connect it through your Prime account. But yeah, the UK one comes out like a week after it shows in the UK. So you're already behind, which, whatever. I mean, the UK is not all that interesting. The USA one has some interesting characters. But I guess the TV shows, I still haven't finished Beef Season 2. I still have not finished Industry, which I started probably like at the beginning of the year. I'm still in Season 3. I still have not. I watched Devil's Bay, is that what it's called? It's a popular one on Apple TV now.
Widow's Bay.
Widow's Bay. There you go. I started that.
Is that one good?
Very good episode.
Yeah, I heard
the
it's
first
pretty
episode
good.
was very good.
Nice.
So I do want to watch it, but I haven't gotten around to it.
Dude, you gotta crush out. You gotta take 2 hours and just grind beef. It's so good. Me and Sarah loved it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been pretty well made so far from what I've seen. I mean, I've seen most of the episodes. I think I'm in episode 6.
Okay, yeah, you only got a couple then left.
But last time I saw it was probably not even last week. It was probably the week before that. But it's just, yeah, it's been pretty hectic. What other ones? I mean,
I just finished Your Friends and Neighbors Season 2 finale.
Is it over? It's over?
I guess this week was the last episode, so I watched it and nothing crazy like at all. The season kind of sucked. Usually with shows like this, they leave you on a cliffhanger. I didn't feel that way really about any sort of episode.
Yeah, I'd say it was a bit meandering, and I think we've discussed it before. Doesn't feel like it's moving at all in like the direction or like the feeling that you'd want for that type of show. But I saw some people saying they liked it because it explores the emotional side of the characters more, but I'm like, I don't know. It's not the most interesting episodes, and not a lot continues to happen. Like, he doesn't continue robbing the places as much. I mean, it kind of feels like just like there's 3 episodes in a row where nothing really changes. They do things, but everything kind of stays the same in terms of like what's going on. So
yeah,
that's what I would
say. You can only do
that
so
show.
much. I feel like that's it. You know, they need to just stop making more because
a first season wonder should have been better as a limited series.
Limited series, yeah.
I guess so. Here, just for sake of time, just so we can get to the movie episode, just wanted to bring up the obsession thing because I think it'd be a decent discussion. So, a cast or crew member. Did we talk about this, by the way, in the car in Mississauga? No.
Like all together, or or just you two?
I remember
If
talking
all
about
two-
it with somebody. I'm not sure who.
You're not sure if it was me, but it was someone else. Anyways, I'll bring it up. So, crew member says, mind you, she was paid not bad for like what's a couple months. I think she said she got paid about $300 a day on the Obsession set. She was like the creative director or something like that, and so she had this whole Instagram post or TikTok post showing photos of her time there, but sort of complaining that, hey, like the movie made a lot more money. I deserve more money, essentially. So I guess what are your thoughts on that? I mean, it's just opened the doors to a discussion on how does this all work? Because if a movie doesn't perform well, does that mean we should take some of your money back? Like, how does it work? Because I don't think anyone foresaw that Obsession would make more than even $3 million based on the budget it had. Like, this was supposed to be in the limited release sort of thing, probably, and straight to streaming, or even, as Curry Barker said, like straight to streaming. So the expectations just weren't there, and you can't really pay someone up front, like, by the way, this movie's going to make this much money, because we know that even the big movies do not make. They might not end up making all that much money, even if you try to say it well.
I mean, I think that would be pretty disheartening to see like a film. What is it? It's at like over $100 million.
It's over 200. I think it's close to 250.
200 now. Wow. Yeah, something gross that much profit, and you're like, you said $300 a day for 4 months.
I don't even think it was 4 months though, but it was
Definitely, yeah.
It was $300 a day, which I'll say is pretty good, and especially that was probably also American, so probably close to $400, if not $400 Canadian a day.
That still feels like very small for
Yeah.
the budget, to be honest.
What? What do you
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
750,000. What were you gonna say, Joe?
I was just gonna say, yeah, like it's an indie film, right? So, $300 a day. It's an indie film, so I'm assuming this girl's probably spending long days, long hours, doing lots of things, paying out of pocket for her own things, traveling her own self, and so I can see where she's coming from. But you agreed and committed to this job before, no matter what the outcome's going to be. It's not like you had in your contract that you would get residuals or like percentage of the equity of the success of this movie. And so I don't agree with it personally. Because like you said, if it only made $1 million, $2 million, yeah, what do you expect to give some of your money back? So, I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's a little silly, to be honest, but
But I did see that the estimated amount that what's his name?
Curry Barker.
Made was like around 3 million. But I guess he was the director, and he did like he set up all the distribution and everything like that in a specific way to gain international compensation, I guess. But yeah, I agree with you, Josh. If it's set in contract, like what can you expect?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the actors arguably also made very small amount of money in comparison to what you would say an actor that works in these sorts of movies would make. But I don't see them going out and complaining about, oh, I only made this much. Like, most people are going to take this on their resume and say, hey, I worked on this movie, which was actually a very small budget movie, and we made it a huge thing. So I think in terms of a resume, that's just a huge selling point that, like, I'm capable of being part of a project where we exceed expectations. You would almost sell yourself. So I think someone said that she's basically blacklisted herself because
Oh yeah. Yeah.
like, who's going to look at this positively and think this is someone we want to work with?
Mm-hmm. She's in it for the cash. That's it.
I get maybe she's probably had trouble finding another project. I really don't know. But actually, I've seen so many videos from this woman that was the stylist of the movie, and I don't think she's come out and complained about how much she made from it. And based on how she sounded, I mean, she spent hours and hours and hours looking at different outfits, going shopping for the movie, testing with the actors, talking with Curry Barker about what we want for this, like really mapping out each scene and picking an outfit for that. Like, it's a lot of work. And so I think there's a lot of people that put a lot of effort into this movie. And so to hear none of them support this person kind of speaks volumes of like, well, they kind of understand this was the deal.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, it would be nice, I think, if everyone could make more money. But as I mentioned, right, like Masters of the Universe, how much do you think they paid some of their workers? $200 million, by the way. Like, yeah, it's not going to at all make close to that. So just be glad you made money, essentially, at that point. If it was based on, imagine if your money you would earn is based off how good the movie does. You'd feel like you're gambling almost.
Yeah, I guess that's most artists, though. They kind of bank on their own ability and skill.
Yeah, you're just throwing the dice. Like, I need the movie to make $20 million. I need the movie to make $20 million. Like, that's what.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the money's coming from somewhere and being lost somewhere. So, it's kind of the game. But anyways, that's what I think about that.
Cool. Awesome. So that wraps up this episode. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Pillow Talk, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe now that we are consistently posting to YouTube. Yeah, don't forget to follow us as well on our other platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week, guys.
See ya.
See ya. Thanks.